I sat there, the room swirling with drunken laughter and the pounding pulse of blaring music, but all I truly heard was her voice, sharp and cutting, slicing to the noise like a razor blade. "He's basically my maid with benefits," she sneered, her words dripping with venom. "Good for scrubbing toilets and paying rent, but way too boring for anything else." Each word landed like acid, searing through years of trust, love, and silence. The air around me tightened, thickening with every syllable as she waved my wallet in the air like a trophy, blocking the doorway with a triumphant smirk. Instinct screamed at me to leave, to escape. But before I could move, her hand clamped hard around my wrist. "Sit down," she hissed, eyes blazing. "Look, guys, he doesn't even have the guts to walk away. Pathetic, isn't he?" Her friends laughed cold, cruel sounds, their eyes glinting with merciless delight, echoing the venom in her words. Yet I smiled, calm, controlled. I sat down, waited, and let the night drag on, because this wasn't just humiliation. Tonight was the prologue to everything that was to come. We'd been 10 years. 10 years of shared mornings, whispered dreams, and promises sewn into the quiet fabric of every night. She had once been my world, my anchor. Together, we'd built a life layer by fragile layer. Peeling paint on the walls, late bills piling up, the small cracks we hid beneath laughter. She knew me inside and out, my patterns, my weaknesses. I believed she loved me. But love, I learned, can be a mask for something far darker. The fault lines appeared slowly at first. She began leaving the house late, returning with a faint scent of another man's cologne lingering on her skin. The texts, the secretive smiles, the sudden defensiveness, all signs I chose to ignore. I blamed myself, told myself maybe I was too dull, too predictable. Then came the night I found the messages. Hidden beneath the cold glow of her phone screen, betrayal stared back at me, wrapped in casual words and laughter at my expense. Plans made behind my back. Her affair wasn't secret. It was a weapon. Rage flared hot and fierce inside me, but I swallowed it down. Heartbreak screams loud. My plan demanded silence. I began watching her every move, cataloging lies, documenting deception. I installed cameras in places she thought were private. I saved every text, every email. I tracked her financials, the hidden accounts she thought I'd never discover. More than evidence, this was control. In the shadows, I met with lawyers, arranged financial safeguards. The house was in my name, the accounts locked down. I waited, knowing the moment to strike would come. And tonight, in that crowded room, she gave me my opening. Her friends laughed like hyenas, drunk on misplaced confidence. When she called me a maid with benefits, she handed me a loaded gun. So I smiled because I knew something she didn't. I let the night play out. Every insult a note in my symphony of revenge. I let her think she'd paralyze me with humiliation, believe she'd render me weak. But I was a storm, gathering strength beneath the surface. The next morning, I moved silently. Her phone was the first target. I copied everything. Photos, texts, calls. Then, I sent a single message to her parents. "Your daughter has been lying. The truth is here." Attached was the evidence they'd never see otherwise. 20 missed calls later, panic filled their voices. They begged for answers. I answered calmly. No fury, just facts. Then came the financial disclosures. I froze her accounts, claimed my share, and divorced her on paper before she even realized what was happening. I laid bare the truth to everyone who mattered, her closest friends, her family, her colleagues. The betrayal that had lurked in shadows was now a harsh spotlight she could not escape. Then came the public fallout. Her face, when the truth spilled out, was priceless. Shock, rage, disbelief. I watched as the empire of lies she built crumbled into dust. You thought I was boring. I told her quietly in our final meeting. No tears, no anger, just the cold, hard edge of someone reborn. You thought I'd never fight back. Now the silence is mine. The house is empty, but my victory is overflowing. She lost everything. I gained my freedom. I am no one's maid. I am the storm they never saw coming. And I will never be born again.